So I just want to reinforce, Phyllis, I think you really stressed how impactful today was. I'm somebody who's been in Alzheimer's disease research for about 30 years. And so I began when we were just finding the first genes for Alzheimer's disease. I began as a child. And so it's amazing to be here at this day now and to really be having the conversations that we're having. I think we need to celebrate how far we've come. I think we've also made it clear that there is quite a ways still to go in order to be able to provide the opportunity for improved care globally to all individuals. And that's really something that we need to keep in mind. I'm an IU School of Medicine faculty member, and I'm the Executive Associate Dean for Research, in addition to being an Alzheimer's researcher. So I can't sit at this podium and not just take a moment to just reinforce, I think, the commitment that IU School of Medicine and IU broadly has toward the area of neuroscience. We identified it as one of the areas that we knew we could have long-term impact if we placed our emphasis there, recruited top faculty, partnered with our healthcare system, and said, how can we take the discoveries that we make in research and translate them into care? Partner with pharmaceutical companies, provide the most innovative clinical trials. And so I think what you've seen, hopefully, in a number of the panels that we had is the impact that that strategy has had. The second part of what I wanted to stress is something that you haven't heard of, but I think reflects the ecosystem that we have here in Indiana. So there is a collaboration that is led by BioCrossroads and CICP, Indiana Corporate Partnerships, called Analytics IN. So just in case you want to go look it up, just like it sounds, the IN is, of course, for Indiana. And the reason I want to bring it up is it's funded by the Lilly Endowment, and it's a resource that's unique to Indiana. And because we're focusing on what do we have here in Indiana that we have that we can use as resources to advance care and advance discovery, I want to make sure that you're aware of this. So what Analytics IN has done is it's developed a manufacturing data asset and a health sciences data asset, so a data lake. I'll encourage you to go look this up more, so hopefully I will have teased you with some basic information. But what this data lake has focused on and what it has built is it's combined individuals who have participated in research. The research they participated in was not focused on Alzheimer's disease, but literally they consented to help support research and to advance work to better understand health. So with that broad consent, these individuals allowed their electronic medical records to be connected to a blood sample. And we now have a data lake that's being built here in Indiana as part of Analytics IN that links that blood sample that was collected now to genome sequencing. So we have the ability in a resource that's based here in Indiana, anchored in electronic medical records with genomic sequence data, the ability to study, think about genetics, but also look at how are we going to be thinking about how we can design innovative care, how can we continue to think about ways to develop clinical trials, and importantly, we have the ability to ask individuals to come back, participate in additional research. So for those of you thinking about how can I identify through a de-identified data lake important individuals that you might want to be able to have participate in additional research studies, we have the ability to also be able to bring them back. That's a unique resource specific to Indiana and really felt like it was one more piece that I want to stress as a commitment within the state to really ensure that we create unique resources to advance scientific progress, and importantly, I think could really be an advantage toward our struggles to better understand and better identify individuals that we can improve Alzheimer's care. So with that self-promotional thing that I needed to do, I want to thank one more person. I really want to thank you, Darlene. I think, again, to not only talk science, we've spoken to caregivers, but to have you come and give us that personal view around Alzheimer's disease, thank you very much. It was incredibly important. It creates humanity around this session, and I just want to thank you again. And with that, just thank you, everyone.